Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. Heading out of town for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Heck, going to be away from your house on Halloween? Feel secure about things, your home, your belongings, family. VFL J.J. Surlis and the team at Safety Systems can install a state-of-the-art security system in your home. You walk around wherever you go across the globe, you just pull out your tablet or your smartphone. You can spy right into your own home. You can lock doors. You can do it all automated to your phone and tablet. Safety Systems. There's a reason their sign and stickers are all over businesses and homes across East Tennessee. SafetySystems.com. All right, time for our In the Huddle segment where we turn it over to our VFLs. And what I want to do here is you look back at Tennessee teams in the past and you have big-time players that you can count on. If the chips are down, you knew in '98 with Will Overstreet's national championship team, Al Wilson. Al Wilson will make a play. Last year against Alabama, Jalin Hyatt, 5 touchdowns. You knew Hyatt will do something. Eric Berry, who they honored yesterday, was one of those guys. I had somebody answer my question earlier. A former Vol sent me a note that said, the best player on the field? Eric Berry yesterday. So he's still the best player. But down through Tennessee-Alabama history, lore, Johnny Butler's run in 1939, Dale Jones' one-man jump-up interception in '85. You've seen those kind of days. My question for the VFLs as I finally shut up, who does Tennessee have, if anyone, on offense or defense, that is a playmaker you can count on? If they need a play against Alabama to win that game, who's the guy that's going to make it? Will Overstreet. Do they have one of those guys, and if so, who is he?
I do believe they have one of those guys. It's number 27, just like Al Wilson's number on the defense right now, and James Pierce Jr. Right now, he's playing as dominant as any other player in that field across the country, making waves, making his name known, and then offenses are having to match out. But you see him make plays on big third downs, and that's what you need in that type of guy. And so you see it time and time again. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's affecting the play and affecting the quarterback. So for right now, he's my clear cut. Who's going to make a play against Alabama? That's my guy. Mike, how about you?
Yeah, so I don't know if there's anybody out there that you can really trust offensively to make that play. So John was talking about the list of people that become heroes, that become folklore in Tennessee history on the third Saturday in October. I want Joe Milton or Squirrel White, one of those two, to become that person. If they do, they're heroes forever. They're going to have their name etched in history. That's their opportunity. But one of those two guys, I think, have the best shot to do it.
And I think against Alabama, it's probably going to be Jalin Hyatt. Like, he's got to be the guy that has to have a great game for you to get there. I mean, he's averaging 7 yards a carry on, I can't even remember. He's got over 500 yards already in the season, on pace to get over 1,000. But the one kind of dark horse for it, I think, is Dylan Sampson. And he's averaging 6.1 yards a carry. He's averaging almost 15 yards a catch. So I'd love to see those two get in the game at the same time. But I said earlier, he's still accounting for 6 of your team's 20 touchdowns. He has a way of getting into the end zone. You need that guy to step up this game.
And that's a good point, because it can be a dark horse guy that hadn't made his name before this type of game that all of a sudden submits himself and people look at him from there on after this game, he becomes the guy. So it's a good point to make there. I'm just wondering, is somebody that can be a kick returner like D. Williams or a punt returner, obviously he has to get the touches, but could he be that kind of guy in a game like this?
You always see in the kicking game, there's somebody that steps up. And in these type of tight games, whoever wins the kicking game, press the kicking game, here's where the breaks are made. That's your opportunity to step forward. D. Williams has that capability for sure. If I'm Alabama, I ain't kicking to the guy. That's all there is to it. I'm not kicking to him. He's out of the question.
That's right. It's a mistake if they do.
Yeah, for sure.
Nick Saban will probably not be very happy if you have that happen, actually. Daniel, anybody else that you think of that you would say, give him a shot, dark horse kind of player?
Beasley's played really well. I'd love to see how he played if he had Peely back beside him. And then the guy with the interception to end the game yesterday. I think he has a chance against Alabama. If they're just throwing it up, put him one-on-one coverage.
Kamal Hadden?
Kamal Hadden. Making
All right.
a comeback.
Well, that would be a big comeback. He would definitely change his name. All right, John, we have a few names out there, a bunch of dark horses, but hopefully we'll be able to see one of those guys etch their name in Tennessee history this week against Alabama.
Good deal, Will. Yeah, it's amazing. I was thinking Johnny Jones. If you look at it from the Alabama standpoint, there was the David Palmer game in the tie. I guess that was Philip Fulmer's first 93. The Manning to Kent play. These kinds of games are where people's names go down in history, as they said. Big game, great game. When we come back, let's talk about will they or won't they? Tennessee versus Alabama. What will the Vols be able to do? What will the Tide be able to do? Our VFLs will break it down for you in a fun segment next. Come on back on the Sports Source.